Let's move on to Monday Night Football. 7-2 Seahawks at 8-0 49ers. Both of these teams off to the best start in a long time. 49ers best start since 1990. Seahawks best start since the glory days of Legion of Boom, the last time they won the Super Bowl, 2013.
Yeah, I mean, two competitive teams, two teams I definitely love watching. Getting 6.5. You're giving 6.5 to Russell Wilson.
To the MVP.
To the MVP. Mistake made. I'm taking Seattle. Russell Wilson is a bad man playing against elite defenses, still putting up quality numbers. And their running backs, that offensive line, they have really been impressive. I mean, the job they're doing, protecting Russell and running the football with Penny and Carson. Carson just needs to hold on to football. And there's a good chance we might see Josh Gordon in this ball game. Lockett, my goodness, Lockett is a bad man. He's like a little joystick player for that offense. He just does it all. Then you got the big body guy and DK Metcalf. If Gordon participates, I'd love to see exactly how they use him. And their defense in this matchup, I think their defense will hold. They will lock in to stopping the running attack from San Francisco. And it's not just about stopping them. If you can just make timely plays. If you win that battle 50-50, that's more than enough for Russell to be able to find success against this outstanding San Francisco 49ers defense. When you're talking about the MVP getting almost 7 points, I got to take Seattle.
It looks funny, right? 6.5 points looks way funny, too funny to me. So I'm going to lean to the 49ers here, and here's why. I think the Seattle defense is a major issue this year. Everybody in the last couple weeks who's played them has done whatever they wanted to them. And I think the 49ers getting their tackles back. What's the one thing you want when you face a fast defense that's not big? You want to either go right at them, or they're so fast and they run to the football, you use that zone scheme and throw back against the grain and use that fullback sneaking them out of the backfield. You get the tight end Kittle on, when you boot them out. I think there's going to be big opportunities for big plays against them. I don't love the San Francisco passing game, but I think they'll be sneaky good in this game because they'll be able to run the ball. I do think Wilson will get his too. This is going to be another one of those games where I think you're going to see more points than people anticipate. Yeah. But I'm laying the 6.5 with the 49ers.
That's going to be a good game.
It is
going to feel like a
interesting.
playoff game.
Seattle is getting 6 points on the road. They're 4-0 away from home. You can get it at 6.5 some places. Seattle's won 12 of the last 14 meetings between these two teams. And you mentioned it. Russell Wilson might be the MVP in the National Football League right now. I mean, he's up there among the greatest as far as the odds go, and he actually is tied with Lamar Jackson, 3-1 odds. And Pete, you're picking against him. Is it just because it smells funny?
No, because I think the 49ers are going to run the football. I'm not a big believer in the Seattle defense at all. Their calling card over the years has been run the ball and play good defense. Wilson's put up great numbers because he's been forced to. It's a good thing for him. I love the way they're playing him on offense now. The only guy that can hold down Russell Wilson and stop Russell Wilson might not be the 49ers. It might be Schottenheimer, because at some point he's going to try and run the ball again. And this isn't the spot to do that, because I think the 49ers are really good up front. We talk about Bosa. We talk about Buckner. Armstead's been a force in the middle of that defense. And then the linebackers playing good as well. So I just think it's going to be.
Remember they lost with Quan Alexander?
Yes.
That's a big loss.
It is
in
a big
this
loss.
type of matchup. That's a huge loss.
Rams and Panthers, those are the only two teams with a winning record that the 49ers have beaten on the way to this 8-0 start. Pete, how far do you think they go, the 49ers, quickly? Can they take this to double digits? You got them at 9-0 after this.
Yeah, I think they'll get to 10 or 11, but they'll lose a game. They'll lose a game. They're not that good. They will lose a game.
Never thought we'd have that conversation, but Bryant thinks it could come to an end this week. You like Seattle +6,
yes,
6.5?
You like them to win the game?
You like them to win outright?
Yes.
You got Seattle winning the game?
Yes, currently
I like it.
Russell Wilson.
Okay. All right.
MVP on the 49ers, and that would really tighten things up considerably in that division, and Seattle would have the head-to-head tiebreaker at this point.
We have a good Monday Night Football game. Finally, a really good Monday Night Football game to look forward to in the NFC. Seattle taking on the only unbeaten team remaining, the San Francisco 49ers, after the Pats lost on Sunday. The Niners 6-point favorites in this one. Do they win? Do they cover the spread, keep things going? Or is Seattle the team that finally knocks San Francisco off?
Well, you hit the nail on the head that we finally have an exciting Monday night game on the schedule. Monday has been turning into my nap time. Will not be napping this Monday because Seahawks 49ers is such a fantastic matchup. And look, I'm going to start this game by saying that I hate picking against Russell Wilson. He is playing at an MVP level this year, leads the league in touchdown passes. He's highly efficient. He's only thrown 1 interception. He doesn't make mistakes. So his play has just been off the charts this season. Now, the thing that scares me about the Seahawks is that they've played 3 good teams this year. Those 3 teams have basically dominated them. The Saints and the Ravens blew them out. They would have lost to the Rams if Greg Zuerlein hit a last-second field goal. So I just don't trust the Seahawks against good teams. I like the 49ers to win this straight up, but because of Russell Wilson, I like the Seahawks to cover.
All right, the Monday night game features the top 2 teams in the NFC West. 49ers looking to stay unbeaten as they host the Seahawks. San Francisco, a 6-point home favorite. Jimmy Garoppolo has never lost at home as a starter, but does Jimmy G and the 49ers cover against Russell Wilson and the Seahawks?
Too many points, man. I mean, am I being tricked here? I get that there's some, advanced analytical notion out there that the Seahawks, because of their point differential, because of who they played, because their defense isn't very good, because Russell's propping up everything, might not be that good. That's fine. I get it. The 49ers are an awesome team. They have a great pass rush. Their defense is spectacular. They were probably looking ahead to this game when they played the Cardinals last Thursday. But I just look at Russell Wilson and his record in primetime, and in particular primetime as a dog. He kills it, man. I mean, when you don't bet against Russell Wilson in primetime, it's not MJ, it's not Brett Favre, but it's pretty freaking close. I mean, Russell Wilson has been spectacular as an underdog. I think it's 9-3 in those games since he came to Seattle back in 2012. And then you look at Pete Carroll and Russell Wilson as underdogs in the NFC West. They kill it too. So I like the Seahawks in this spot. I called a week ago that they would actually win the game outright. So I'm going to stick with my guns here and say they win the game and defeat the 49ers and really shake things up in the NFC.